Okay, here I am. I have it on full screen. I've never actually tried it full screen. It's pretty cool. Um, then you're not distracted by other stuff that's on here. It's cool. No, I'm not going to share a screen because I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to share slides. Let's see. So I'm live right now because I can't be live on Red Dawn because Red Dawn got a bowling ball down the middle. If you know what I'm talking about, hit the pins. So I can't do anything for a week. And it's for something I uploaded months ago. And it's kind of irrelevant now because it's said and done. It happened in the state of Arizona. And it was already talked about, and apparently it's still an issue. So that video became an issue. So here I am. Here I am here. It's not the end of the world. It is what it is. Whatever. It's already happened to me 4 times already in the last year. Almost. Yeah, where I've had this happen to me, and I just waited out, till it falls off. And I don't get enough viewers anyway to really get too concerned about it because my life's pretty busy, and for being nobody, I sure have a lot of stuff going on for being nobody's. It's amazing. It's actually quite shocking that I can be part of this whole cancel thing, you know, when I don't have that many subscribers to begin with, but yet I am somehow part of it. But I've noticed that in the past, I've always had people target me and make up stuff about me that's not true because I think they sense something about me that's not non-threatening to them, so they figure it's an easy target for them to mess with. And it always comes out in the wash anyway that I'm not guilty of the things that they said I've done. And usually they just don't talk to me anymore after that, or they don't bother me anymore. Once it doesn't really stick what they say about me, they just try really hard to get it to stick, and it doesn't. Um, I had that happen to me when I had a cat. Just the stuff that was said, the lies that were made, and it's all falsehoods. It's because they're jealous. They're jealous because I'm not sure, but just certain people get targeted more than others. Let's see. Ugh. Not like a bunch of pausing. But then I do this video because I like making videos. It's kind of fun. And my videos aren't about specific things for the most part. It's kind of random stuff. And it's not Hollywood quality in the least. Not even close. Let's see. Just have to look something up. I guess I minimize the screen because I want to look at this. But I do like the full screen. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't exit off. Maybe I did because I don't see it. I might have accidentally exited off. Yeah, I probably did. Unintentionally, just to say that. Yeah, it probably overlapped it when I did this StreamYard thing. It probably overlapped it and closed it, or took it down. $60 at, says 9:28, but right now it's 9:46. So it's 9:28 p.m. It said it was 68 degrees, or 60 degrees. So I guess we're going back to normal California weather, whatever that is, the bipolar type weather that I guess is a new thing. Right, whatever. I'm gonna try to Google something. Earthquake alerts. I have it turned on, I guess, on my phone. Earthquake alerts, like you can turn it off if you want. The alerts on your phone, except for the nation alerts for our nation. You can't shut that off. All the other ones you can shut off, but the nation one you can't shut off. It's logged in like permanently into your phone. Like you can't shut that one off. It says you can't turn that one off. Everything else you can turn off. You can turn off the earthquakes, Amber Alert, all that. You can turn it off. You can turn it off. Go to your settings and turn off the alerts. But the nationwide one, you can't shut it off. It's logged in. It's like locked in to the system. Pretty weird. Let's see. Hmm. Let me log this out. Oops, not here. Latest. April 20th. Let's see. April 20th, 2023. Thursday. I don't want to look at the YouTube ones. April 20th, newscast, Cronkite News. Arizona PBS News to go, April 20th. Krem at noon, new news, Thursday, April 20th. Maybe I should be more specific, huh? This week's good news, April 20th. Nine hours ago, Poole has been filming wildlife for more than 4 decades, but this was the first recording of a desert elephant. Birth of a desert elephant. Yeah, that's big news, I guess. Let's see. Let's see, I'll say headlines. Where I live. 2023. Okay. Sacramento neighborhoods experience 8 murders in 12 days. The violence The violence in the city has to stop. 4 dead in wave of whatever. Sacramento sees slight drop in homicides in 2022. A long dormant lake has reappeared in California, bringing havoc along. California lake reappears after 100 years and causes spring outlook. California drought cut by half with more than enough water. The 9 best places to live in Southern California. Okay, 13 best places to live in California in 2023 by a local. He describes it. 12 best places to live in Southern California in 2023 updated. Top 42 things California is known for and famous for. What is California known for is the question. 25 unique things California is known for. Yosemite National Park. 20 best places to visit in California with a map. 27 best places to visit in California in 2023 by a local. 10 awesome things to do on the California coast. Best places to visit in California. Top 25 locations. California coast road trip ideas. The best stops to make. This town in the California desert is an old Western movie set. There's a charming secret ghost town in California, and it looks 12 lively California Gold Rush towns you must visit. Which is where I live. I live in gold country. We just have to wait for the runoff, the snow to melt, and we'll get be able to get the gold. I guess people start getting gold. Northern California versus Southern California, which is right for you? What is it like moving from Northern California to Southern California? 10 small towns in rural Southern California that are great for daytime trips. 10 small towns in Southern California offering more. 7 incredibly charming small towns to visit in Southern California. Best place in Northern California, Yosemite National Park. 7 epic places to visit in Northern California. The 6 best places to visit in Northern California in 23. 70 years of Los Angeles, then and now the New Yorker. Los Angeles history. Los Angeles, a history. Things to do at night in Southern California. 41 things to do in LA at night, written by tour guides. 19 fun things to do in Los Angeles, California at night. 9 things I wish I knew before moving to LA, what it's really like. 15 honest pros and cons of living in Los Angeles, California. The 20 pros and cons of living in Los Angeles. Best city in California for kids. 15 best places to visit in California with kids in 23. 36 most fun things to do in California with kids in 23. 13 best places to live in California, 23 by local. Big list of things to do this spring in Los Angeles. 20 things to do in Southern California for spring. The best things to do in LA this spring. Where to go from Los Angeles. Universal Studios Hollywood. Big movie-themed amusement park. The 15 best day trips from LA for a beautiful day off. 27 best day trips from Los Angeles in 23 by local. California City started in the 1950s with the highest hopes. It was originally intended to rival Los Angeles in size and population, but lagging development and an unfavorable environment disappointed its developers. California City, the ghost town that was meant to rival LA. California City, California facts for kids. The history behind California City. How Los Angeles has changed in a good way. What it's like to visit Los Angeles right now. Bars and food places. Pros and cons of living in Los Angeles, California. Things happening in Los Angeles. 10 best things you don't want to miss in Los Angeles this weekend. 100 fun and unusual things to do in Los Angeles. The best free things to do in LA this April. Insider's Guide to Los Angeles. Brilliant things to do in Los Angeles. Dear visitor, your insider's guide to the LA food and sights. I grew up in Los Angeles and have lived there most of my life. Cities and towns in Northern California. The most beautiful cities and towns in Northern California. 10 small towns in Northern California that are off the beaten path. 21 delightful small towns in Northern California. Places to be alone in Los Angeles. Best places to be alone in Los Angeles. 47 things to do alone in Los Angeles for solo travelers. 65 things to do alone in LA. Solo travel in Los Angeles. I'll read the culture trip. Okay, I'll read the California Crossroads. 21 delightful small towns in Northern California. It was written May 16, 2022 by Allison Green. California is a beautiful state full of so much to do and see. It is the most populous state in the U.S. No, I don't want that. It won't let me read the article. See, I was going to read, and then it wouldn't let me read it. Let's see. Yeah, some of these articles you can't read without subscribing to their crap. And I don't want to subscribe. Kings broadcast team is among the most diverse in the NBA. Sacramento has embraced it. NBA playoffs. Stephen Curry scores 36 points to lead Warriors to Game 3 win over Kings. California boosts state water project allocation to 100%, first time in 17 years. With reservoirs nearing capacity and more runoff expected, Department of Water Resources will move a lot of water this year. Updated April 20th, 23. California Supreme Court rejects disability advocates' bid to block Newsom's mental health court. California drought update. Here's how fast conditions improved this year. Voters urged to use caution on Folsom Lake. Here's the danger lurking beneath the surface. California lawmaker trying again to limit prison transfers of non-citizens to federal ICE. No cowbells, no problem. Kings fans can use this app at tonight's playoff game at Chase Center. California wildfires grew worse. The Forest Service dropped more retardant. Did it help? I'm going to read this one. Hopefully I don't have to subscribe to read an article. The Sacramento Bee. Oh, this is the Sacramento Bee, part of the McClatchy Media Network. Folsom News. Boaters urged to use caution on Folsom Lake. Here's a danger lurking beneath the surface. By Alex Muji, April 20th, 23, 4:52 p.m. On January 18, 23, Folsom Lake held 125% of its normal amount of water for this time of year. Its surface was at 421 feet, 51 feet higher than a low point observed by drone October 20th, 21. The lake, which also protects against flooding, is 55% full. By Hector Amazuka. Large trees knocked down by wildfires and storms are among debris flowing into Folsom Lake and creating a potential hazard for boaters, according to California state park officials. Joshua Jacko, a state park spokesman, said that in dry years, the water does not come up high enough to take every tree that may have fallen, so the debris builds up. Those trees normally sit along the shoreline, Jacko said. If the water doesn't come up high enough to take those out, they don't enter the water system. Now that the water is coming up, it's picking up debris from the last several years of low water and bringing it down into the main body of the lake. The inflow of water increased due to storms that pummeled the Sacramento region at the beginning of the year, Jacko said. Jacko said the debris is mostly floating, but there is some that is heavy and submerged just beneath the surface. Because of this, the state park has erected signs that encourage boaters to slow down. Contractors for the state are out picking up debris off the shore, according to park officials. They're slowly pulling all that debris off the lake, but it's a laborious process and it's going to take a little bit of time, Jacko said. Contact with the debris can result in costly vessel damage and put people's lives at risk, according to the National Ocean Service. Folsom Lake Yacht Club's 56 Camellia Cup regatta at Browns Ravine on Saturday and Sunday should be unaffected by debris, provided boaters exercise caution, Jacko said. This family-friendly activity in Folsom cost less than $25. How I spent my day at the zoo. Okay. Local. Lake Tahoe's clarity is the best it's been in 40 years. This animal is helping, UC Davis says. Alex Mugi, who wrote this article, is a reporting intern for the Sacramento Bee. He is a political science journalism major at Sacramento State, where he reported for the State Hornet. Hmm. Harrison Ford's inheritance makes the headlines. Top 50 richest heirs and heiresses in America. Updated February 13, 23 by Audrey Canova Entertainment. America has been around for a relatively short time compared to the other countries. Despite its comparative newness, it has still managed to become the home place of some of the world's most successful multinational corporations and some of the richest celebrities in the world. From Facebook to Hilton, Amazon to Ford, acting dynasties and sports legend, America is practically synonymous with innovation, and because they are the best of the best, they have managed to make quite a profit. In America, it's still common to pass down your wealth, whether it's to your kids, your spouse, or beyond. Brooke Shields is number one. Net worth $25 million. Wealth inherited from Frank Shields, her dad, I guess. Brooke Shields is an actress and former famous child model. She also did some modeling in her adulthood as well. She was born in Manhattan and still resides there. It was her role in the movie Pretty Baby by Louis Malle, which got her critical acclaim. After Paramount Pictures' Pretty Baby, she appeared in other dramas and continued modeling. She appeared in The Blue Lagoon and Endless Love, two famous 80s films that have become cult classics throughout the decades. Number 2, Arianna Rockefeller. Net worth $2.8 billion. Wealth inherited from Standard Oil. Arianna Rockefeller is a rich heiress to Standard Oil and a member of the historic, highly prominent Rockefeller dynasty. The Rockefellers date back to the early 19th century when their patriarch founded Standard Oil and made billions. The family has remained wealthy, but they also have managed to be very charitable. Standard Oil was bought by BP, meaning another big payday for the wealthy family. Rockefeller is very interested in fashion, and she studied at Columbia University. She has had an internship at the United Nations, but she decided to start her own fashion brand. Her label is very successful, and she just added a handbag line. 3. Kate Hudson. Net worth $80 million. Wealth inherited from Goldie Hawn. Kate Hudson is an Oscar-nominated actress and daughter of Hollywood legend Goldie Hawn. Her biological father is actor Bill Hudson, and her stepfather is Kurt Russell. Hudson first began acting when she was 11, appearing on stage. Her venue was the Santa Monica Playhouse. She then moved up, trying her hand at film in 1998's Desert Blue. She had her breakthrough in Sony's Columbia Pictures' Almost Famous. Her unforgettable performance as band groupie Penny Lane won her a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination. She has also appeared in Fool's Gold, My Best Friend's Girl, and Bride Wars, among others. Hudson also has her own fashion label, Fable Tix. 4. Dakota Johnson. Net worth $14 million. Wealth inherited from Don Johnson. Dakota Johnson is an actress. Her parents are Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, two actors. She was born in Austin, Texas, and she resides in Los Angeles. She is also a model. She has been in the film industry since 2010. She is best known for her role as Anastasia in 50 Shades of Grey film series. For her 50 Shades role, she won the People's Choice Award and was nominated for a BAFTA Award for Rising Stars. She also appeared in Suspiria, The Social Network, 21 Jump Street, Wounds, and The Peanut Butter Falcon, which is streaming on Amazon. She is typically cast in dramas, but for this young star, the sky's the limit. Number 5, Alexander Soros. Net worth, $20 billion. Wealth inherited from George Soros, his father. Alex Soros is the son of billionaire philanthropist and businessman George Soros. He attended New York University and Berkeley, the latter of which granted him a PhD in history. He is the Open Societies Foundation deputy chair, and he also has a successful writing career. He has published his writing in Politico, The Guardian, Forward, and many more. He is also a philanthropist like his father. He has contributed to the Jewish Funds for Justice, which is an American charity helping Jewish causes. He is also on the board of Global Witness, which campaigns against human rights abuses by multinational companies in poor countries. 6. Anderson Cooper. Net worth $110 million. Wealth inherited from Gloria Vanderbilt. Anderson Cooper was born in New York City, and he is related to the Vanderbilt family, which holds one of the largest fortunes in America. He is successful in his own right, as he is a journalist, author, and TV personality. He hosts the popular news show on CNN called Anderson Cooper 360. He attended Yale University. Before that, he took after his fashionista mother, Gloria Vanderbilt, and he modeled for Calvin Klein and Ralph Lauren. He also was a child model for Harper's Bazaar. He first started as a fact-checker for Channel 1 before moving up the ranks to his current gig on AT&T's CNN. 7. Amanda Hearst. Net worth $100 million. Wealth inherited from Hearst Corporation. Amanda Hearst is an American socialite born in New York, and she is the heiress to the Hearst Corporation. She is a model. She is involved in Friends of Finn, a charity she founded. Friends of Finn is an organization that focuses on preventing and stopping puppy mills which treats dogs inhumanely. Hurst works at Marie Claire, where she is the associate marketing editor. She received her education from Fordham University. Her great-grandfather was William Randolph Hearst. Her father, who was not part of the Hearst bloodline, left her mother before she was born. 8. Billy Lord, net worth $25 million. Wealth inherited from Carrie Fisher. Billy Lord is an actress and daughter of Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher, who sadly passed away in 2016. Her father is Brian Lord, perhaps one of the biggest talent agents in Hollywood. Lord's roots make her the heiress to Carrie Fisher's fortune and estate. She also happens to be the granddaughter of Debbie Reynolds, another Hollywood legend. Lord currently resides in Beverly Hills and attended New York University. She has appeared in television shows such as Scream Queens and American Horror Story. She portrayed the role of Lieutenant Connix in Disney's recent Star Wars trilogy, which has released films from 2015 to 19. Number 9. Jake Gyllenhaal, net worth $65 million. Wealth inherited from Stephen Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal is the son of Stephen Gyllenhaal, a famous Hollywood director. He is the brother of actress Maggie Gyllenhaal. His mother, Naomi Foner, is a screenwriter. He was born in Los Angeles and he attended Columbia University. He started acting when he was a child, appearing in 1991 film City Slickers. He had his first breakthrough role in October Sky, where he played Homer Hickman. He won an Indie Award for his role as Donnie Darko in an eponymous film. He acted in the film alongside his sister Maggie. He also appeared in Comcast Focus feature movie Brokeback Mountain, receiving critical acclaim. 10. Carly Simon, net worth $65 million. Wealth inherited from Richard L. Simon. Carly Simon is a singer-songwriter and a published children's book author. She became famous in the 1970s with her records. She has had 13 top 40 hits in the U.S. Carly Simon started out as part of a duet, the Simon Sisters, before trying her hand at a solo career. Her first album, Carly Simon, took off, and she received a Grammy for her work. She is a daughter of Richard Simon, who co-founded the book company now owned by Viacom-CBS, Simon & Schuster. He was also a classical pianist, sparking his daughter's interest in music. She was also briefly married to James Taylor. 11. Nikki Hilton, net worth $20 million, and wealth inherited from Hilton Hotels. Nikki Hilton is an heiress, a fashion designer, and a businesswoman. She is a sister to Paris Hilton, and she is also an heiress to the Hilton Hotels fortune. She was born in New York City and attended Convent of the Sacred Heart. She is married to James Rothschild, an heir to the Rothschilds' fortune. Nikki Hilton has also worked as a model. It was her fashion design business that really took off. She has a line of handbags called Nicolette, and she also has a handbag lines for Elux and Samantha Tavessa. Her lines have appeared during New York Fashion Week. 12. Chevy Chase, net worth $50 million. Wealth inherited from the Crane Company. Chevy Chase is a comedian, writer, and actor who was born in Manhattan. His real first and middle name is Cornelius Crane. He was born to a Manhattan book editor and magazine writer, Edward Tinsley Chase. His mother was a concert pianist, and she was the heir to the Crane Company because she was adopted by Cornelius Vanderbilt, her stepfather. Chevy's nickname, Chevy, was given to him by his grandmother. He was nicknamed after the Ballad of Chevy Chase, a medieval English song. He is famous for his appearances on Comcast, NBC, Saturday Night Live, as well as his many comedic movies like Caddyshack and Fletch. 13. Olivia Wilde, net worth $20 million. Wealth inherited from Andrew Cockburn. Olivia Wilde is an actress, heiress, and activist who was born in New York City and attended the Gaiety School of Acting in Dublin, Ireland. She has also directed a film, Booksmart, which was released at the end of May of 2019, May 24th to be exact. Wilde got her start in television. She was on the Fox's popular medical series House from 2007 to 12. She played Dr. Haley, aka 13. She also had roles in films including Conversations with Other Women, Tron, Legacy, Butter, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, The Lazarus Effect, Rush, and more. 14. Balthazar Getty, net worth 200 million. Wealth inherited from Getty Oil. Balthazar Getty, whose first name is actually Paul, is the heir to the Getty oil fortune. He is also a musician and producer. He produces the music for The Wow, a rap duo, and he is part of the band Ringside. He was also an actor in his childhood. He played Ralph in The Lord of the Flies, a cult classic about a bunch of morally questionable boys stranded on an island. In TV, he also played Thomas Grace on Disney's ABC show Alias. But our personal favorite performance is most definitely his bizarre auto mechanic in David Lynch's hypnotic film Lost Highway. $15. Lydia Hearst Shaw, net worth $28 billion. Wealth inherited from William Randolph Hearst. Lydia Hearst Shaw is an heiress, blogger, and model. Her mother was the infamous and aforementioned Patty Hearst, whose tragic kidnapping forever impacted the family. She was born in Connecticut, and she attended Sacred Heart University. Her modeling agency is Radius Entertainment, while the APA is her theater agent. She is married to podcaster and comedian Chris Hardwick. Hearst Shaw is also an acclaimed runway model, both nationally and abroad. She appeared in shows for clients including Fendel, Fendi, Chanel, Nicole Miller, Jeremy Scott, a Moschino spinoff, Rebecca Taylor, and more. 16. Scarlett Johansson, net worth $140 million. Wealth inherited from Carson Olaf Johansson and Melanie Sloan. While Scarlett Johansson's undeniable talents are solidly self-earned, Hollywood's biggest starlet certainly got a leg up thanks to her parents. One is a successful Danish architect and the other is a film producer. This foot in the door surely helped Johansson traverse the murky world of Hollywood. But traverse she did. Today, Johansson has a string of hit films, both big and small, to her name. She's been in huge tentpole flicks like The Avengers, as well as a small art house fare like Ghost World, Lost in Translation, and Under the Skin. $17. Shanna Lanier, net worth $1 to $5 million. Wealth inherited from the Jefferson family. Thomas Jefferson is one of the most prominent founding fathers, but he had some skeletons in the closet. Jefferson reportedly fathered 6 kids with Sally Jennings, a slave. Interesting, Houston TV anchor Shannon Lanier is the 6th great-grandson of Jefferson himself. While he may not be the richest heir in existence in monetary terms, his past is steeped in history. Money just can't buy these types of connections. Shannon has been quite open about embracing his genetic history and has spoken about it on many occasions. Kyra Sedgwick. $18. Kyra Sedgwick, net worth $16 million. Wealth inherited from Robert Sedgwick. Golden Globe award-winning actress Kyra Sedgwick is a familiar face to TV and films fans alike, but you may not realize that the starlet was actually a born millionaire. She's the daughter of successful venture capitalist Henry Dwight Sedgwick V. Sedgwick made a name for herself as a teenager, landing a role in Another World when she was still just 16. This led to films and movies like Phenomenon, Singles and Heart, and Souls. She also co-starred alongside Tom Cruise in the Oscar-nominated Vietnam War film Born on the 4th of July, distributed by Comcast Universal Pictures. 19. The Kennedy Family. Net worth $1.2 billion. Wealth inherited from Joseph P. Kennedy Sr. That's all it says, huh? Yeah. Well, I don't know how I got off on this. Just reading about rich people. Rich celebrities, right? And their fortunes. Yeah, well, anyways, I'm on here because my other channel is on hold. So, there's that. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching and the 30 subscribers that are subscribed to this channel. Just thanks everybody for your support.